Hi guys, and welcome back to A Plant-Based Nerd. Today I'm going to show you how to make tiny little miniature graveyards, all completely plant-based and accidentally vegan. Alright, so let's get started. So now we're going to make the chocolate pudding for the graveyards, and you're just going to need 2 blocks of silken tofu, and I'm just showing you here how to open it because it's going to be kind of confusing. So you just pop up the tabs, slice them off, and then slice it down the center, and it will be open. After you put in your 2 blocks of tofu, you're just going to need some chocolate jello pudding. It is accidentally vegan. So here I've just added the 2 blocks of tofu to the food processor with the pudding mix, and I'm just blending it up, and you just kind of let it run, and I'm going to add in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of almond milk to help it be a little bit smoother. And you are going to need to scrape down the sides of the food processor a couple of times. I had to do this a couple times just because it's so sticky and it's so thick. It's very hard for it to all get worked in. So now I'm just going to add in another half package of the jello pudding mix. I like to do this in batches just because it was so thick and sticky that it just made it really hard on the food processor to do it in one big go. And so now I'm just letting that blend up even more and until it's perfect, and then I'm tasting it. It wasn't super sweet. If you want it sweeter, I'd use both packages and add a little bit more almond milk, but I'm old, so, you know. So now I'm just going to make the top layer of dirt for the pudding cups, and I just put a nice ratio of black chocolate and brown cinnamon flavored Teddy Grahams in a bag at a nice ratio that I thought would be good. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's supposed to be dirt. It's gonna be brown or black no matter what, so you don't need specific measurements. So I'm just putting a towel underneath it, and then I put a towel on top of it, and then I just used a rolling pin to crush it up, and this did take a good 5 minutes. You could do this in the food processor instead, but I had already used it for the pudding and completely forgot to do this, so this is what I did instead. And this is the type of consistency that you're looking for. Very grainy, very dirty looking. Next, I'd recommend some themed Halloween cups that are super cute. I got mine at the Dollar Tree. They had a huge selection this year, and they were all pretty cute looking. So next, you just want to fill the cup up with the pudding, and it is very, very sticky. It's much stickier than traditional pudding. You could put more almond milk in it, but I think it's a lot tastier this way, and I think it's a lot funner this way. So then you just want to start filling up the cup with the dirt crumbles, if you will. And I filled it up quite a bit to kind of hide the mess on the side of the cup, just because, again, it's so sticky, it's kind of hard to put it in there gracefully. So now it's time to make our tombstones, and this is probably my favorite part. I used Belvita breakfast crackers, and I used the pumpkin spice one, of course, why wouldn't I? They're accidentally vegan. So to write on the tombstone, I actually used a food-safe marker. If I did this again, I probably wouldn't. I probably would just pipe on the rest in peace thing, because this cookie just isn't meant for a food safe marker. It kept breaking off and getting crumbly and kind of blocking the ink, and so it was kind of a challenge. So yeah, I would just use peanut butter and like pipe it on there, maybe dye the peanut butter and use a thin piping tip, and I think it would look just fine. And I wiped it on my hand to try to get it off, and I did have to break out a paper towel and everything. It was quite a journey to get that written. So you just want to take your graveyard and basically just stab it into the pudding, and I really do love the way it turned out, even though it was kind of a pain in the butt to get it written. I do think it looks better than like piped icing or peanut butter or something like that. And these are the food markers that I ended up using. I'm sure that they work perfectly fine on like royal icing or something like that. This wasn't meant for that. So if you wanted to stop there with just the grave marker, you could, but I wanted to take mine to the next level. I found these Skulls and Bones hard candy at the Dollar Tree. You can also use Sweet Tarts. They have a Skulls and Bones version of this as well. I'll put a link to it on Amazon. And then I just placed the bones all over the graveyard, and I think this really gave it an extra touch to it that you wouldn't have gotten if you had stopped with just the grave marker. I think it looks really, really cute this way. So again, you could just leave it like this, but I wanted to top this as well, and so I decided to add some little pumpkins. I found these gelatin-free pumpkins at TJ Maxx actually, and I'm so happy because oftentimes they put gelatin in like really unnecessary ingredients and candy. And here's our wheel pumpkin. Oh, isn't it adorable? I think it's so cute. I'm so proud of the way this turned out. It's so freaking cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely be sure to subscribe and like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and definitely be sure to let me know if you make this for your Halloween party. You can tag me on any social media. I'll have it all linked down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.